Hello, it's me. I thought I would just show my face today in your inbox. So I hope you stay with me for a quick 5 minutes. It's going to be short and sweet. But I wanted to talk about something that I've been discussing a lot with clients, friends, other business owners. And thinking about it, I remember this question that I was asked recently in a podcast. And the host asked me, after telling her my life story and how I ended up in entrepreneurship and starting my own business and whatnot, she asked, how did you overcome, what was the drive to overcome all the things and all the obstacles and all the unknowns to just be where you are today? And I said to her, my passion was stronger than my fear. So fear of the unknown, fear of, how in the world am I gonna quit my job and go to Sri Lanka without a job and not knowing anybody, etc., etc. And that got me thinking because of all this discussions I've been having recently about fear and fear of not being enough, fear of what people are gonna say, fear of failure, fear of success, any type of fear, right? In personal life, in business, etc. And it got me thinking about that thing that I said that I, she used it as a quote for the podcast. And I thought, I'm like, oh, did I say that? But it's true. My passion has always been stronger than my fear. Now, I'm not going to say that it has always won. A lot of the times, fear has won over my passion. But in thinking about that and talking to these people recently, I realized that part of it was, or those times that, for example, for me personally, the fear won was because I wasn't clear anymore what my passion was. Every time that I have recentered, regroup, and refocus on what my passions is or are, is when I find that strength, that confidence to go on with whatever it is that I have to do at that moment. So I say this because I know that fear is real. There's so many fears, right? I mean, I believe that part of the fears are created in our heads. I mean, some of them are actually real, but a lot of them are just created in our own heads. I remember, just to give you an example, when I left my home country, I was 19 years old at the moment. And seriously, leaving, and even though it was going to be only for 2 months to learn English and then I was going to come back, but just the idea of leaving my family created such a fear, such a sadness within me because of the unknown, because I didn't know what was coming. I didn't know what I was gonna face. And then after I did it, I was like, oh my God, even my worst fears at that moment, well, they never materialized, but even the worst fears were nothing compared to the experience that I lived and the things that happened and, amazing things that happened. I mean it in a positive way. We create such a fuss, such a story in our own heads that we just let fear freeze us and not move forward. So 2 things I want to say today about this is we have to acknowledge the fear is real, right? Whether we make it up or it's physical fear. But we cannot let it dictate our lives, dictate our action, and use it as an excuse. Because the moment we let fear be an excuse, it wins. So that's why we have to find out what that passion is, what that fire is that ignites us. We have to use fear as an igniter and not as an excuse. Which is one of the reasons why I'm talking to you today, because one of my fears or my blocks is that I don't know how to write well in English, but I can communicate better in person in video with you. I'm more eloquent when I'm trying to say something than when I'm trying to write it, because I write as I speak and then you're gonna end up with a testament. So I just overcame one fear. And another fear, quote unquote, that I'm going to be facing is that I want to show up for you, for those of you who are fearful of taking whatever step you need to take to get moving with your business, with whatever goal you want. So I'm going to be doing something that scares me. I'm going to be doing lives on Instagram. Some of them are going to be solo shows, but some of them I'm going to be bringing amazing people that are going to be talking about this thing that has been brewing in my head, about that we're building brands, extraordinary brands, from our seemingly ordinary lives. So I'm going to be bringing people that are going to be talking about their seemingly ordinary lives and how in the eyes of others they are extraordinary. And I want to show you and everybody who wants to hear me that we are all extraordinary if we figure out that we are amazing, if we believe that we're amazing, and we figure out what it is about ourselves that is extraordinary, and we highlight that. So stay tuned, because I will send you more information about this. I'm super excited. I'm nervous. I'm not going to deny it. But today I just wanted to encourage you to pick that one thing that you are fearful of, really look deep into it and think, hey, what is the worst thing that can happen, and what is that thing that I can use as an igniter? It could be, I want to empower people, I want to inspire people. That for me is stronger than the fear of, stumbling, like I have stumbled in this video, but I know that I may inspire some people, because I know that when I talk and I know when I send videos, people respond. So I have to do it. I have to do it because I want to be that thing that I want to see in the world. So yeah, more of that to come. So I exceeded the 5 minutes. Sorry, I like to talk. But anyways, I hope this is inspiring you today to face your fears and not let it be an excuse. Please don't let it be an excuse, because it's gonna rob the rest of us of your extraordinary self. So I'm sending you love, courage, and let's do this. Bye.